Hi guys, I'm Alyssa and today I'm going to be teaching you a little bit about pointers. So you may remember that when you have a variable, say type int, we'll name it x and we'll set it equal to 5, that it has a specific location in memory. We'll show that by this little box. That value of the memory is some really weird number that doesn't mean a whole lot to us. We'll say 0x1200. So this location in memory stores whatever x is. So here it'll store the value 5. If I want to locate this value through its location in memory, I'm going to create a pointer. To do this, I have to name it the same type as the variable, so x is an int, we'll name it type int, and then you need an asterisk to designate that it is a pointer, and then I'll name it ptr for pointer, and then to set it equal to the location that x is, we need an ampersand. What this ampersand does is tells us to give it the memory location of whatever comes next. So here we'll do x, it'll give us the memory location of x, which is 0x1200. So this pointer points specifically to the location of x. And then later on, if you want to change the value of x, you can use this pointer to do that. We call that dereferencing a pointer, and you'll once again use the asterisk. So you'll say asterisk ptr equals, and you can set it equal to a new int, let's say 7. So this pointer points to the location, it'll give us the location, the asterisk dereferences that, so it gives us the specific value at that location, and then overrides it with this new value 7. You might be wondering if you can set two pointers equal, and you can. So a way to do that, I'll create a new pointer, we'll name it pointer2. Notice I used the asterisk again to designate that this is a pointer, and it's of type int because we're still using ints. If I want to set it equal to our first pointer, I just do ptr. Notice that I didn't use the asterisk because I'm not dereferencing that pointer. I don't want what the value is that it's pointing to. I only want the location in memory. Since pointer points to this 0x1200, that's what it'll return. So now pointer2 and pointer both point to 0x1200, which is right now 7. Now, to use this in a function can be a great tool. So, say that I have a function that's of type void and it names swap. What this function does isn't really important, but we'll pretend that it swaps two values. So, using pointers can be a great way to do this. If I have void swap and I want it to have two pointers of type int, we'll name them a and b. So to designate that in the function declaration, it'll be int star a, int star b. And then, if I want to call this function with my two pointers from main, you have some code where you declared two pointers as I showed you earlier, but these pointers point to two different locations in space. Now, when I call the function swap, and I give it pointer1 and pointer2, this function will take those locations in memory and it'll be able to access whatever values are at those locations, even though the variables that the locations point to are outside of the scope of this function swap. So it'll send two locations and it'll, what we're assuming is swap the values at those locations. And so pointers are really great ways to do that and access the location. Thanks for tuning in today, guys, and I hope you learned a lot.